Hey people, so I'm back in from my outing with my brother, and um it's just amazing to be able to have, people in your life that actually uh understand uh the spiritual journey that you're on, understand the growth process that God is taking you through, that understands the mistakes of you. Uh, uh, and not to say that they're, ongoing and whatever. Not to say that they're even, foundational in anything, you know, uh, anything of malice or anything that's, manipulative or, deceptive or anything like that. It's just, sometimes we have human moments to where we slip, but that they still love you. Um, Understand, even if they don't understand it incompletely, in its completeness or its entirety, still understand, that God speaks to you in various ways, and even understanding some of the things that you share, that you're hearing from him. And I'm speaking from a personal standpoint. This is just me having a personal moment, I guess you could say. Just to be able to have somebody that you can talk to and go to on a continuum, and they're the same with you all the time, in regards to that. When God begins to make a move, when I take that back. When you come into a space to where you are really surrendering to that degree, to where you're allowing God to come in and make a move the way that He's always wanted to, in your life, and to do some great things, but even more so to to cultivate you into the woman or the man that He is wanting to use in such a complex way, in such a manner that may not necessarily make sense to anybody or you, but you just know that you're chosen for it, and that you just have decided to run with that. And thank God for grace. Thank God for forgiveness. Thank God for purging hearts from bitterness and anger and frustration and guilt and condemnation and when you read the Old Testament, and I'm going through it again, and it's not necessarily in order. I just completed the book of Judges on this morning. Ooh, Jesus. And dove off into Ruth. It is, ooh, Jesus. It gives you such a different perspective on the kind of attitudes that certain people from that time frame had, and even their faith. And in Judges, it wasn't excuse me, it wasn't the faith that I was really speaking on. It was the disobedience. And you know, I made a joke talking about, you know, the Israelites and how disobedient they were. And I really had to think about myself, you know, and it's not like it kept happening like that. You know, mine is a little bit more spaced out, but still at the same time, it's like you keep making the same mistake, girl. Like you keep doing the same thing, you know, and expecting a different result, so to speak. But, you know, once again, grace. And, you know, like right now, I just thank God for wanting to use me in spite of, you know, that's a beautiful thing. Use me in spite of, but, you know, look at the disciples that he chose. You know, people of today wouldn't have chose them. They'd have been looking at them like, what? What? Huh? And he chose them. He went through picking them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look at the people that he chose to do different things during that time. Blessed God. So, you know, don't sell yourself short no matter where you are in life. You know, God meets you where you are. If you really want to do something different, something better, and really want a different kind of peace in your life, and not saying that everything is going to be perfect, you know, when you cross from this side to that side, you know, don't get it twisted in us trying to, you know, paint that picture, because that ain't the truth. He gotta test us. He gotta test us. Was it who said it? Was it Dr. Liz? I don't know. Faith not tested can't be trusted. Yeah. He gotta test us. And yeah, he knows the answers, but you know, it's for us. Like, do we trust him? Yeah. Do we trust him to come through versus us trying to come through and do stuff in our own strength, which ain't nothing in comparison to his, you know? So, I know I just did a complete switch up, but I'm in a moment. I just wanted to share, wanted to have a real moment. So, I pray that you guys have an awesome Tuesday night. I'm about to read. And I would say try to write, but I'm about to read. And I'm going to wake up early, of course, again, and pray, and then do some writing. If you guys have not, once again, been waking up on the fourth watch to pray, that's a beautiful thing to start doing. That's between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. It's about commanding your day, starting your day, coming against those things of the enemy, coming against, you know, Satan's attacks, his plans to come against those things that God is wanting to do in our lives. You know, it's the time to command your day, decree a thing. So, between 3 a.m., 6 a.m., yeah. So, you guys have a blessed night. I am Brandy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right? Yeah.